Warriors leading by 21. Curry passes to Porzingis. Now, here's MP. Traps in the tray. MP's got his second basket of the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Magic making a switch here. Black's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Now Porzingis, 19 points in the game. Outside Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 6 assists now in the game. Bounce pass Black. Pass to Wagner. They set the pick. Banchero outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Banchero's got 15 points in just the second half. Curry passes to Porzingis. Now here's Green. He's covered by Banchero. Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Black with it. He has yet to score. And it's Banchero missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Green with a screen for Curry. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Banchero's got 27. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yeah, teams do everything they can to protect against it, but at this point, all you can do is hope he's not gone for too long.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Santos is checked in. Moody subbed in for Draymond Green. Here's Curry with the three. He got it again. Sensational.
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for 4th most 50-point games in NBA history. Banchero outside. Pass to Wagner. Shoots from the baseline. Here's Carter, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Curry with the 3, and it's Orlando with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Carter, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Making some changes. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero, and it's Richardson in for Bane. Quinton Post is checked in for the Warriors.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Carter.
Well, to me, Carter is that classic lunch pail guy. He's big, tough, does the little things, and never complains about his role.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spencer's checked in. Carter hits them both. Warriors leading by 22. Spencer, the pass to Butler. Count that bucket. Butler's got 15 points.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Black, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Post. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Wagner. Down low. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Wagner against Butler. And that one drops for him. Butler's got 15 points in just the second half.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Goga Batadze. Wagner is out there with Desmond Bane. Then there's Black. And it's Suggs in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Porzingis, 4 on the clock. And here's MP for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And we get a report from the sideline. Let's get the scoop on Draymond Green. Allie, how's he doing?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors head athletic trainer. He said there's severe pain and swelling near the heel. Classic signs of a strained Achilles. And with this injury coming early, it forces the coaching staff to make some difficult decisions. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
Allie, thanks as always.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Back to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Expertly executed pick and roll by Porzingis, dropping into a good scoring position right off the screen.
And here is Suggs. Pass to Bane. Back to Suggs. And Batazzi throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Porzingis following the bucket by Orlando. Shoots the three, and another three for Golden State.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Batazzi, a screen on MP. Suggs, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to MP. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside, Porzingis. Clock at 6. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's called the unicorn for a reason. Porzingis doing unicorn-type things tonight.
Outside, Suggs. Batazzi the pass to Suggs. Back to Batazzi. A shot that time, not on target. Here's the Warriors with the ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. And the slam by Moody.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Orlando's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Suggs. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Richardson comes in for Black. Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Payne for 3. The rebound by Post.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Out to the right wing. Pass to Podziemski. And here's Melton. That 3 off the mark. Left side, Suggs. Count it. 21 points for Jalen Suggs.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Melton against Richardson. Melton, no good. And Suggs has got the ball here for Orlando. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And here are the Warriors now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to Wagner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Richardson gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. A nice shot by Moody.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Orlando with the ball. Richardson outside. Wagner looking it over. Here's Suggs. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Richardson against Melton. Pass to Spencer. Off target from outside. And for the Magic, they're shooting well. They're at 45%. Bane kicks to Suggs. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Here's Melton after the made shot from Wendell Carter. Here's Podziemski. And the 3 off target. The Magic shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Outside, Suggs. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Post. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Bane. Outside, Suggs. Carter sets the pick for Suggs. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, after a slow start to the game, he's been productive and efficient here in the second half.
And let's go courtside. There's some news on Anthony Black. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Orlando. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Nobody wants an injury, especially this early in the season, but the good news, he's been cleared by the training staff to play through it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Well, that's a big setback for him and his team. But look, with all the advances in sports medicines, training staffs are so good these days. We've seen guys recover from this type of injury and come back even better.
Shooting one.
And that one misses. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
The Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Santos, the pass to Spencer. Pass to Melton. Fires the three, and Santos gets it to go.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Suggs after the Warriors pick up three. Wagner wide open. That ball's nice feed that time from Banchero.
And that's big for Wagner's confidence when he's connecting from deep, especially in these answer three situations.
Here's Santos. It's Payton high post. Payton with the screen. And another three for Golden State.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. Spencer, the pass to Santos. Now Melton. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a two-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Stephen Curry.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
On offense, here are the matchup. Suggs passes to Banchero. Inside. Tries from the block. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Payne.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Here's Spencer. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You'd never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Stephen Curry.